Hey everybody, how's it going? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time frame it may be for you. And hopefully you can actually hear what I'm saying. Can you not? Yes, you can. Alright, cool, we got it. We got a check today. Hello, Dragon Scrimp, how are you today? Welcome to the stream. So yeah, we're back with Art Fight. I took a long break last week from Thursday to just yesterday. I did absolutely no drawing to give my hands a break, and that did absolutely nothing. I started drawing yesterday, and my hands hurt again. So we're gonna need to figure out some kind of solution so I don't develop some kind of irreparable hand damage and can't draw for the rest of my life. But today, we're doing some Art Fight. I spent the last 2 streams attacking. We spent the last 2 streams revenging myself, against Knight of Arcane and Nerd Comics Inc. And while I do have some more revenges to take care of, both from my own team and from the opposing team, because people are getting art out much faster than I can, unfortunately, today I wanted to start beef with somebody. I had a few characters saved at the beginning of this month that I've not gotten to yet, and so just kind of want to find somebody and be like, hey, your character's cool. I'm going to draw them. I'm going to get points for my team because of it. And then it's up to you to decide whether to revenge me. So who we have here is a character called Sunblade by Sunblade over on Art Fight. I can actually put their link in the chat, because if you all want to go check them out, I highly recommend you do so. Where did their link go? I literally just had it. Here we go. If you would like to check out their Art Fight, feel free, but of course, be respectful. But yeah, so today we are going to be drawing this character. I don't know how much. I mean, it's a pretty simple design. So I might go for another high angle like I did with Nerd's Father Time from the last stream. Kind of, I'm thinking something like this. Yeah. I also, different from most of my drawing process, I did a bit of warm-ups today, so we'll see if that actually ends up helping how I fare through the duration of this stream, because honestly, my hands have not been doing super great, which is a major concern, but I'm trying to be just ever so slightly more mindful of my drawing posture, to calm down on like muscle cramps and stuff. Also, hello Mr. Mangram's Art, and hello Ben, how you doing? KyngPin, you weren't the only artist I attacked. Oh, I figured that, Ben. I'm gonna have to look at your attacks when I get a chance, because I really like what you're doing with the fusion ideas. I thought that was really cool that you took one of my OCs, fused it with one of yours. Just thought that was a pretty unique way of tackling Art Fight. So this side of the character, the right side, which is going to be further away from the camera, is, and I quote, though bold and full of energy, her right side bears a hollow, lifeless glow, a reflection of her inner struggles and the weight of life's pressures. So I want to be able to capture that in the green side, but let's just get a basic thumbnail down first. Kind of what we want. I really want to try out more of this cool, like, harsh perspective stuff. But my problem is it's always the proportions are always the weirdest when it comes to stuff like this, because you're looking at it from such a high angle that you're like the normal proportions don't apply. The ones higher up here would be more squished together, and then the ones closer to the camera would be longer. And so I'm just trying to figure out how to tackle that, because honestly, depending on the angle, most of the neck probably wouldn't even be seen either. Alright, got some reference images of what we're kind of looking at. Maybe I'll turn the face over. After all, this is just the thumbnail. So we want to get shoulder, arm, and then about here we'll say is where the arm stops, or where this glove starts. And then we'll do that. This comes in, something like that. I don't know. We'll fix the proportions later. This is just thumbnail. That's not how hands work. Like that. Da-da, da-da. Something along those lines. And then let's say maybe a little down more. Something like, it's so, because like I can see it in my head, like how I want this to look, but the perspective is so mean. It's because also the body itself is turned almost away from the camera, so that's another harsh angle that I have to take into account, is how the body has to go this way almost, but at the same time, since it's from an up angle, it would actually go more down, something like that. In fact, it might just cancel out and go straight, something like that. Maybe along those lines, I think. Right now the back is kind of in, like the back is going that way a little bit, which I don't necessarily want, but I won't lie, it's a pretty cool pose. Something like this. Hey, how's it going? Hey there, KyngPin, with a Y. Have you seen my latest Yu-Gi-Oh! Venomizing? I saw it. I saw you posted it, Galhound. I haven't gotten a chance to watch it just yet. I've been doing like video editing and stuff the last day or so. so I haven't gotten much chance to catch up on all the YouTubers I follow yet, and I'm falling really behind on a lot of them. The problem is they all post videos faster than I can watch them, and so if I'm doing video stuff for like 3 days, I'm like, great, that's like at least 9 videos I have to watch when I get the chance to, on top of what they end up posting the next time they do it. I'm gonna take this arm and separate it. Thanks. My first ideas was to fuse characters from the artist. Oh, that'd be cool too, Ben. I don't know specifically what it is. I know people have certain rules of what you can and can't do with the characters, but honestly, at least for my characters and stuff, I'm all for it. That's a really fun idea on how to tackle art fight. The reason I chose Hyde was because a lot of artists attack Kaller. Yeah, I was actually going through that earlier this morning, Ben. I'm like, all right, I've gotten like 7 attacks so far. Duck Scare's gotten 2. Kaller's gotten 3. Hyde's gotten 2. Young Dog's gotten 2. And then Ivan's sitting in the corner waiting for his turn to be drawn. It's alright. I know, based on what I've been doing lately, Ivan isn't a like very prevalent character. He doesn't have the history that like Duck Scare has, where it was the whole timer situation from the emotion chart that led to the creation of that character. It's not what I'm currently working on with Hyde and Kaller with the comic or webcomic. And it's not really a joke character like Young Dog is. So, while I really like Ivan's design, I think it was really cool, especially since it was one of the first drawings I did when I first got Clip Studio. I can understand why he's not getting as much attention as the other 4 characters. Still fun, though. He's still cool. He's sitting in the corner playing his recorder. Yeah. You just hear a high-pitched screeching because Ivan does not know how to play the recorder well. Alright, this isn't bad for a thumbnail. I'm not entirely sure on the perspective just yet. That always feels like cheating if I do that, and honestly, it don't look good. His back leg doesn't look good either. We gotta fix that. Or not. We can wait till it loads. There we go. Yeah, watch out, Ben. Now you got the Predator with his laser cannon aimed at your head. Hey, about the original characters you designed back in our little collab last week, have you thought about including those same characters in your world building challenge? I have thought about it, Galahound. I just don't know where they would go in, per se. I mean, they could obviously fit into the world. Just with the story I have in mind, I don't know if they have a spot where they can play a role, but the story element of the world building challenge in and of itself is still pretty early stages, so yeah. It's possible that they could appear in the challenge at a later date, but I would just need to find a place to put them in. But I do like the design, so it would be kind of cool to throw them in there. This is tubular. Like this section is literally just a cylinder, so it would just come out more because of the perspective. And then would lead into this. And then that would come down here. I guess the more I kind of do this, the less the angle is actually getting, the angling of the body is getting, well, it could always be like the chest is turned and then as the body goes down, it kind of spirals back to facing forward. I don't think that'd be a bad idea. So something like this, I think. Definitely the perspective's getting there. I think this part would be longer just because it's closer to the camera and it also curves in a bit, but actually I think because we're looking at it lower, it would curve up and then connect. And maybe I'll stretch it just a little bit because I watched a video a little bit, like this head is too big, but I watched a video a little bit ago, kind of like breaking down the proportions of how a character from an extreme angle like this or from way up on the top, like they kind of split it up into 5 sections, like how each of them should, each section of the body should be size-wise. So, just kind of trying to figure out, because if we nail it here, if we get it right this time, then we're gonna have an easier time with the rest of it. Because then we can go in and do the sketch and everything, and we'll have the base. So I want to spend maybe a little extra time trying to get this right so we can kind of fly through the rest. Because right now that body does not look bad. That looks like a good proportioned perspective body. Now adding the limbs is where the trouble is we're gonna run into a little bit of trouble. So, short neck, I think. There we go. That's a good proportioned head. Fingers cramping up. Not good. Indie comics versus indie games. As like a video idea, that could be pretty cool. I know we had that indie horror. I know I did that indie horror video a little while ago, which was a lot of fun, the fusing them. So maybe something like that. Although I will say there's a lot of videos I have to get to at the moment. The next one being Art Fight. And I really want to try the one after that to be the community redraw. Just because I've left it alone for so long that it's not fair to everyone who submitted to just leave them out. Ugh. Time is against me. Okay, hold up a minute. This is looking really good. I like this. Let's add in... I'm going to try this. I don't know how I'm going to feel about the leg being kind of like this. going... Actually, that's not a bad stance. Maybe I won't exaggerate it as much. I'll make it go a little bit in front here. Because the way the body is angled, like slightly back, one leg would be in front. And then if they're just kind of, once again, if I just don't angle it as harshly, it'd be basically they're just kind of like balancing themselves out by putting one leg a little bit in front, one leg and a little bit back. I hope I'm doing this character justice. One of the biggest things that worried me about Art Fight before it started was making, like, reading everyone's permissions and, like, you know, not wanting to deface their characters, for lack of a better word, and be like, accidentally do something they don't like. But I figured if I'm just drawing them, I should be in the clear. Like, I'm not drawing any gore or anything suggestive. So overall, if I'm just drawing the character, I should be okay to just experiment with different poses and perspectives and stuff, because I don't think I'm doing anything wrong or out of character here. Yeah, okay. Maybe if I don't know, but if I throw the hand in front like this, that would actually be pretty cool. I think I'm gonna, because if it's going like this, if I stand up and reaching out my hand to you, goes to about my hand goes to my thigh a bit, but if I stretch it out more, it might go a little lower. So maybe something like right there. Maybe like, you know, I don't know, making it a color that I can actually see against the rest of. There we go. Save and save often. And the fact that you only have 3 episodes of the challenge and we're already in July. Are you talking about Art Fight, Ben? Because Art Fight is just July. It's July 1st to August 1st or something like that. So, yes, we are in July. We are in mid-July. We're in mid-July. Oh my god. I've done 3 artworks and we're in mid-July. You know what? We'll use this as a learning experience for Art Fight next year. Drop all other projects during July. Or more realistically, get everything done that you need to do for July before July. That way you can spend more time on Art Fight. Oh, is it only 4 fingers? Okay. In that case. This is going to be a hard one. Trying to draw those fingers correctly, because they would kind of pass in front, and they'd be a little bigger, I guess, than the palm itself. So thumb would be on the outside. It's a pretty big thumb. But it also would be... Alright, we're gonna do one of these. We're gonna do one of these I take a picture of myself for reference type deals. Alright, if I do it like that, don't want to hit my green screen. Problem is I need to kind of match the angle I'm going for. Something like that, I think. Please hold. Well, I don't think my pinky should be bending like that. That's probably not good, right? That's probably a poorly bent pinky. Alright, it's fine. That's for the doctor, and I am not a doctor. Alright, so it's kind of... Alright, let's... Hey, Knight of Arcane, how's it going? We are doing Art Fight, although I don't know why I'm bothering, because, you attacked me today for 215 points. So, I might as well just accept the loss for Team Crystals, because ain't no way I'm coming back from that. Also, if you would like, I can definitely show them what you sent last night / this morning. Because I woke up to that and I'm like, oh, that's cool. Well, no, I woke up, saw it, I'm like, that's really cool. That's a really cool image. And I saw the point total it was worth. I'm like, Team Crystals is done for. All you beautiful people out there, I woke up this morning and I got a notification on Art Fight. I'm like, cool, what's it gonna be? I see it's another attack. I'm like, awesome. I like getting attacked. It's fun to see art. And then I saw that it was Knight who did this. 3 full body characters doing the torture dance from JoJo, which is, point correctly, no, over here, doing the torture dance from JoJo for 215.75 points, which is insane. For context, the one I did for Knight was worth 63. Granted, I didn't do a background, so it was worth a little less, but absolutely crazy work. Also, Knight, if I may ask, how long did this one take you to draw? Because didn't you send us a sketch like earlier yesterday of it, and then I wake up and it's done? It's crazy. But yeah, so I might need to find time to do another Knight of Arcane Revenge. Maybe I'll probably save it, and if I have time I'll get to it, because Nerd also did a revenge on my revenge. But I also have Dempsey to revenge. I would like to, though I haven't fully decided how I'm going to revenge Friendly Fires. Just solely because I'm now getting more art than I expected to, and it's becoming a little overwhelming. Also, it doesn't exactly help that I've been making every art I've done a full body art, which gives you the most points. Like, I can obviously tone it down and be like, okay, we're just gonna do chest up for this one. A little less points, but quantity over quality in this case. But yeah, I have 7 attacks on me. I've revenged 2 of them, and now I'm starting beef with another person. Only because I really like this character design. I really wanted to draw it. Then I have to do my own Friendly Fires, because Lou from Boss Level is on Team Crystal, and I want to draw some of his characters. Yeah. It's just, I'm here watching Chaos of Art Fight on the sidelines. I decided not to do it this year because July was busy. Yeah, I probably should have looked in on myself and my schedule and be like, oh wait, my July is actually really busy. I don't know if I can do this. But last year, I found out about it last year and I didn't get to participate, so I'm like, oh, that'd be something cool to do this year. And then I had to, none of this is a complaint, by the way, it's just kind of how my schedule ended up being, which the timing was unfortunate, but nothing I had to work on was. But right before July started, I had to catch up on some boss level videos. We had some scheduled dates and recording issues where I just had to sit down, get those out for like immediate uploads. There was the Galahound collab, which was like right on the precipice of July. It started July and or it was posted last Monday on July 7th. And so I had to finish that, which unfortunately that editing ran into the start of July. Mostly because all of June I was doing the 30-day comic challenge to work on my webcomic. And so I really prioritized that over everything else. Meaning in that first week of June, it was just catch up period. And then, so finally, once all that happened, once July 7th hit, everything I had to do was done. And I'm like, all right, let's get into this. 5 people have attacked me already. So, it's been fun, but it's been a busy month. Meanwhile, looking at August of, 2023, or whenever I first started this channel, where I did Inktober every day, YouTube Doodle Short every day, and did like 2 to 3 drawings per video every week. Plus boss level. It's crazy what things we can and, or crazy how like schedules work and stuff. Alright, so I'd say this is a pretty good start. I might shift the perspective a little bit on this one. And I think, proportion-wise, like I think that hand goes down the right amount based on this perspective. Because it's going to be a little tricky to do, but I feel like if you take this arm, it's at 3/4, so it's a little harder to do, but if I took this arm and just can you just rasterize layer and just moved it down, it goes to about the thigh, start of that like crystal part of the leg. So it might be mine might be a little short, but I think with the perspective you won't be able to tell. But awesome, we got our thumbnail and it looks actually really good. I'm kind of proud of this one. Technically, it was last night. It was still Monday when I posted it. Yeah, you can show it. Doing the part 5 JoJo dance meme. Yep. Matt, I got bad news. I attacked you in art fight in a creative way. I took a break after doing line work, so probably about two. That whole thing took you 2 hours? Are you serious? Oh, that hurts so much. That hurts so much. To know that only took you 2 hours. Meanwhile, I'm 40 minutes in and we only on the thumbnail. But in seriousness, if 2 hours for that is really impressive. It turned out so well. Will you do an attack on Nate's friend at some point? Ooh, have to do that one too. Thank you for the reminder, Knight. Yeah, one of Nate's friends is also doing art fight. I forget if I got a chance to look at their profile yet. I don't remember, but I'll take a look. I gotta remember what their username was, because I have people I know from art fight, artist friends, obviously some of you subscribers. But there's a few specifically from art fight, and I gotta make sure, or I gotta double check which one's Nate's friend is. Although, Nate, I'm sure you probably know, and you could just tell me in the comments if you wanted to. Ooh. Okay, the symmetry on this part's gonna be a little hard. Hey, AlleyHeart707. How's Art Fight? Art Fight's been going good. I've gotten... Unfortunately, my battle ratio is abysmal at the moment. Because people are attacking me faster than I can revenge them. I've gotten 7 attacks so far. Only revenged 2. And this one is just an attack that I'm starting. Just for the heck of it, because I really like this character and I wanted to get a chance to draw it, and I know if I focused chronologically or prioritized revenges first, I'd be drawing revenges for the entire art fight. Because I make things a lot more complicated than they need to be. So I've kind of just... Because I want to do everyone's characters justice, and personally, this isn't like a shot at anyone. This is just how I personally feel about my art. If I don't do a full body, I'm not doing them justice. Like, I'm not doing the character justice, which isn't true at all. It could be a half body and still be a really cool art piece. It's just... I don't know. To me, it feels like a cop-out to do anything but a full body, especially since, I don't know, for the most part, all my drawings are full bodies. Finger cracking up, not good. There's a fly in here. Sorry. I just heard like a buzzing, and I look up and there's a damn stupid fly in the house. This has been happening like every day for the last, I don't know, week or two. There'll be a fly in the house. I'll catch it. I'll let it out. I trap it in a sliding door and let it fly out. And then the next day there's another fly. It's just fly after fly. I don't know what's going on. I think there's probably like a hole in my wall or something where they're getting in. Maybe there's a I don't know. I don't know if I want to say that next one online. But yeah, they're just flying around. They're just all down here, and they're in my studio, which is at the very back of my basement. So like, there's no possible way. Once they're down here, they ain't getting out. They're not smart enough to find their way up the stairs. Ugh. So yeah. If you see me going like this, there's something in the room with us. Also, I gotta now be wary about if my mouth is hanging open, because I don't want to catch it in my mouth. Although I hear it's good in protein. Knight has the king in shot. A skunk just ran across my backyard. As far as I can tell, it didn't spray anything. As far as I can smell, sorry. Didn't spray anything, but it did close the back windows down here just in case. That's probably smart. That's not something you want to have to be dealing with. Especially art fight. You can't do art fight if you got sprayed by a skunk and have to bathe in tomatoes. That's a thing, right? That's true, right? Like, I don't know. That's not just one of them myths that people people just claim is true. So it'd be something like this. I just realized I forgot to do the face. It's like this. It comes up. Out to a corner. And then in, down. Something like that. It's not perfect, but it's not bad. And then this one kind of just goes out and down. And then has a spike up here. Here. And here. And since it's energy, all of this is connected via one shape, and it's just the shading that will really tell us the angle it's at and stuff like that. Yeah, I think that's good. Also, I guess I kind of chose this character because they do remind me of Hyde with like the split face design and stuff like that. But I just overall thought it was really cool. Also, the styling of the art style that Sunblade has is really cool. Okay, see, I see what the problem is now. I'm starting to understand what's going on here. The pencil I'm using, the pressure sensitivity is wide. And so in order to get thick enough lines that I can see moving into the line art phase, I'm pressing super hard onto the tablet, and that's causing my finger to cramp up, and that's why it always ends up hurting. Okay, so how do I fix this? How do I remedy this little thing? Where is the pressure sensitivity? How do we narrow that one down? Spraying effect, brush tip, ink jitter. Brush tip, maybe? Thickness, can we make it thicker? Well, yeah, I guess kind of. Yeah, alright, let's try that. Because now that it's thicker, it should be the base of it should, like the default size should actually be more visible. Yo, I didn't know you were on Art Fight. Yeah, Finley. I decided to do it this year because I saw it last year and it looked really cool. I just got too busy to do it. That didn't change this year. I got too busy to do it, but my personal motto is if you want to do something, if you truly want to do something, you will find the time for it. Which is what I'm doing right now. In just a second, I will put my account into the description if any of you want to follow it, and if you want to attack it and stuff. Not description, chat. Here we go. Finger cramps are the worst. Luckily, I only use thumbs to draw. That's a smart solution. I went out. I was looking for a splint yesterday, just to kind of like hold my finger in place, because it's this muscle up here. It's this top pointer muscle that gets it the worst. So I went out to get a splint. Unfortunately, the store didn't have it. So I got these compression gloves, which look exactly the same as almost exactly the same as my drawing tablet glove. But the problem is they're fingerless, so they don't reach the one muscle I need it to reach. But I don't know. If anything, it's a fashion statement. But I don't know. It was a little better this morning because I slept with them on just to see what would happen. But now that I'm drawing again, ouchie. Hey Ark, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. We're doing some art fight. There's a fly in my studio. And now I'm sad because there's a fly in my studio. Those top ones might be a little too long, both for the character and the perspective, but we'll see. There's also a really cool what we have to do here. With you can see like the different areas of the character have different line art color. So like the yellow is inked in white, the white is inked in green. It's just a really well colored and thought out design. And I was stupid enough to think that the design looked simple enough that I could realistically do it in a short amount of time. Well, we'll see. We haven't even reached an hour yet, which is surprisingly on the quicker side for me. We're almost there, just not quite yet. And it seems like the fingers are all segmented. So you can see like the palm and stuff all have different segments to them. So I'm gonna try to replicate that as best as possible. Yeah, character does have those vibes. Yeah. New KyngPin character, the studio fly. Absolutely not. I'm not giving that fly any attention. I'm not immortalizing the fly on my channel. That's exactly what it wants. It wants the attention. I'm not giving it to him. I'm not giving the fly who's just annoying me and not contributing anything. Not giving it the attention. It doesn't deserve it. It didn't work for it. You know what I'm saying? It just didn't work for it. It doesn't deserve to be here. Yep, still pressing hard. This is gonna be a hard habit to get over. I am hungry. How much time do we have? 2-ish hours, I'd say, Arc. I'm gonna try to go to 12. And then probably, if we don't finish, I'll probably do what I did last time. Just finish it off camera. Promise I'm gonna post it. Forget to post it. And then just say, yeah, I'll post all 3 together when I'm done. So, yeah. It'll probably be something along those lines. I don't know why, I just keep forgetting to post the final results when I'm done with it. Just because they usually end up taking so much longer than I anticipated, and it just gets late at night. I'm just like, I gotta go to bed now. And then I wake up tomorrow and totally forget I did the art. Yeah! Any of you see that? Did that catch the camera? Or do I just look insane? I look insane. I don't know, I don't know if it came back or something, or if it touched the light or something. It just got really loud. I mean, at least I hope it's a fly. It didn't look big enough to be a bee, but if it is, I'm ending the stream right now. I don't like it. I hate it. I hate the summer, man. It's not. It's hot. It's miserable. It's sunny. I can't wear what I like to wear because it's too hot. And then there's just bugs everywhere. Especially in places they shouldn't be, like my house. They don't belong here. I don't want them here. They're not paying me anything to be here. But it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I'll deal with him later. As long as he doesn't interrupt the stream, everything will be a-okay. I hate heat too. New chapter soon. The invisible fly strikes the studio. It was there, I promise. It didn't pick up in the mic. It didn't show on the camera despite flying directly at me, but it was there. I promise you. Let's try and map this out. Okay, so if it's like this, if I'm just drawing the underside, then I guess it'd be this, and then the spikes actually kind of wouldn't be seen at all because they'd be on the opposite side behind the body. I got the AC on. That's good, Ben. Actually, so despite me complaining that summer's too hot, as you can see, I'm wearing a sweatshirt. That's because we have the AC on in this house. Unfortunately, the temperature upstairs is rapidly hotter, or way hotter than the temperature down here. So the AC is set to cool down the upstairs temperature, but it goes throughout the whole house. So while it's cooling upstairs, it's also cooling down here. Down here is already naturally colder than upstairs, so it takes that already pretty moderate cool temperature and drops it even further. So despite it being, I don't know, almost 80 degrees outside, I'm wearing a sweatshirt in here because I'm freezing. I thought I heard it again. Does the spider pay to be in the house? I have not seen any spiders. But if they do, I will ask them for rent money. Actually, I'll just pay them. Well, no, if I pay them. If they get rid of the fly, they can stay. Although, I'm not... I was never the biggest fan of spiders, but I'm even less of a fan of flies, so... Gotta pick your battles at some point. Kind of just winging this hand here. I didn't give enough detail in the thumbnail on this one to properly figure out how the fingers should go. Although this palm is looking a little too long, especially for a curled hand. So we got that. Stop with the death grip on the pen, please. It hurts. You can draw without strangling the stylus. Yeah, kind of like that. I still think the palm might be too long, but there we go. Might adjust the head a little bit. It's looking a little too square for the character itself. Sorry. So I might just take this part. Bit. No, I'll include the eyes too. And actually maybe just shorten. That way it lines up more with this part down here. So even though it's not connected, it lines up like that. Then I'll extend these a little bit. Something like that. Grab these overall. Just kind of shorten them inward a little bit. Like that, maybe? Oh. Maybe these ones on the side are too long, and that's what's making the rest of them look a little weird. I don't know. I didn't perfectly capture the design, I can tell, but I don't fully know why. But I think it's close enough that it looks good. Looks good enough. I like it. Kind of. The head actually looking a little small at the moment. Wow, that barely did anything, but it kind of looks better now. Stylus harder. May I ask something? If something is not a problem to show on the art stream showcase. Sure, Art, go for it. Or weird question. If you were an invincible variant, what kind of outfit would you choose? Honestly, I don't know. I've never seen or never watched Invincible, so I don't know how to answer that question, unfortunately. Sorry, Art. I just do not know enough about Invincible to kind of answer it. Although, based on what I do know, probably some variation of what I wear on a normal basis. Just superhero-fied, I guess. This needs to go down and become a sharp feet. I think I'm doing this character justice. There we go. Looking good. And then once we finish up here, we'll go in. Once we do the line art, we'll go in and actually color it correctly. I think that's our best bet instead of constantly switching between different colors, especially since one of them is white and we have a near white background. Hands are a nightmare, but drawing hands with sharp geometry that need perspective, horrifying. Yeah, it's a little tricky. Yeah, it's also variation in line weight on this character that is something I have been practicing a little bit, or meaning to. So I want to also get that in there a little bit. We'll get it. There we go. If I was an Invincible variant, I'd go Daft Punk style. Nice. That sounds cool. Morning chat. Hey Frederick, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. We are attacking a user named Sunblade with their character also named Sunblade. And after only an hour, we're on to line art, which might be a new record for me. Night everyone, this was really fun to see you draw. I expect to see me in your art fight notif soon. Awesome! Have a good night, Finley. Thank you for joining. Alright, that perspective up there is a little off, but I don't... because it would really just be this, because you wouldn't be able to see the back shoulder. So it's trying to be something like this. Yeah. And that's how we show the bodies turned, by showing an uneven distribution of the curve or the arc within the torso. But then we do this and show a pretty even, or a little bit more even distribution of curves for the pelvis area to show that the body is twisted. And that was a hard press. Dang it. It's killing me. Luckily there's only a few colors, so I don't even know what I'm going to do for shading on this one, I'm going to be honest. I don't know if I will, honestly. Maybe we'll leave it flat colors. It'll give us less points, but I can't think of a better way, or I can't think of a good way to shade this character. Find it funny that KyngPin has a character named Crystal Falls on Team Crystal, and they're on Team Crystal. Yeah, I noticed that. Dempsey J Illustrations drew that, I believe. Pretty sure actually that was in there in the video he just put out, which I also haven't gotten to watch yet. Nope. You drew the lines for a reason. Follow them. KyngPin evolving, he's drawing a bit faster. Well, that's only because the design itself is a bit simpler. Although I will say, I think I got the hand on this perspective faster than last time when I did Nerd's drawing. There's some areas I think the face itself is a little off, and maybe the proportions of the body itself, because you can see kind of how, like, the kind of way the curves work on this character, whereas mine it's a little more stocky. But I'm gonna chalk that up to the harsh perspective, but I will adjust some of these lines to more fit the character, because mine were a little too stock and wide for what the character was like. I think that's good though. Might add a little bit of curve here just to give it a little bit of some of those more feminine body type things that this character has. Because this character, at least from the description, is female presenting. So I want to make sure that comes across in my drawing, because it's not something I'm perfect at just yet. But I am learning. It's all about learning. Learning and growing and not messing up your hand for the rest of your life. Learn proper drawing techniques, or you will regret it. Our boy is getting faster. I'm so proud. Kyle is showing how you can upgrade with time and dedication. And or not faster. Not it's faster, and that's one of my books. Yep. That's true, Frederick. Wait, this is a female? Yes. Sunblade, a vibrant... I'm reading the description on Sunblade's art fight. Vibrant, starry mascot with a fiery spirit as dazzling as fireworks. Though bold and full of energy, her right side bears a hollow, lifeless glow, a reflection of inner struggles and the weight of life's pressures. Fierce, harmless, she shines bright and carries... Yeah. This is a female aligned character. These people come up with art. Beautiful. It's beautiful. So good. It's beautiful. I also really didn't check like how many attack, because I forgot we're like halfway through the competition. I did not check to see how many previous attacks this person, that Sunblade, the user, not the character, has gotten up until this point. So for all I know, I could be attacking someone with like 4,000 attacks. Let's see. Sunblade. Attacks is what they've done to other people. Yeah, maybe. Yes. Okay. Defenses are the ones directed toward them. Looks like for this year, they got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 attacks. They got some really cool characters overall. I just took a look at another one of theirs. It's crazy. And now my friends are making fun of me because Knight just shared the attack that they did, the one I showed earlier with the JoJo dance and stuff. I'm being made fun of by my own friends because I just got triple killed in one drawing. I really want to fix this. I don't like the way this looks. I probably could have cheated and used like the straight line tool just to make these look a little better, but honestly I like the more hand-drawn feel of it. Oh yeah, you know what we didn't do this entire time? We didn't flip it to make sure things looked okay. It looks fine. Alright, so let's throw in a random color. One that doesn't appear. So red. And let's create a clipping mask, and let's just go through and switch up some of the line art colors. that so it more accurately matches to the character. Technically, these are all white too. Okay, I had a weird idea for a superhero character. Basically, the character has multiple personalities in order, but the other personalities are hero personas. So now, the tricky part here is the inner lines on the body are white, but the outer lines are black. So, technically it would be that. And here. But it wouldn't be the ones on the outside. It would also be the one here. But I don't know how that's going to end up looking. But we'll see. Now this, I think, is going to take a little bit getting the colors just right, because there are a few little cool tricks that Sunblade has employed. So while this is all yellow, this side, there's this yellow stroke within the lines that makes it, that creates this white, these white little triangles. So we're going to do this. I'm going to start off with the yellow. Just kind of, yeah, this is going to be. How is the bucket going to help me here? Not too bad. It will need a little bit of the, little bit touch up, especially on the edges of these lines. They're not great. So we'll yellow everything that needs to be yellow. And we'll up the lines on the mouth because they should be a little thicker. Canvas flip. KyngPin, are you going to do a background? Not sure. I technically didn't do a background for the last two. They were kind of just patterns and stuff. So I'll probably do that just to save on time. But we'll see. For some reason, I don't know if it's because the line art itself is white, but there's this weird like 1 pixel border between the line art and where the bucket tool filled. So just want to clean that up before we move on to... So weird. I don't know why I did that. It has not previously done something like that. And once again, I do not need to press super hard. This is not a pressure brush. I just need to run over it real quickly. And it fills in. I don't need to have a death grip on the pen for something like this. Cool. It's looking good. Just and we add it here. Is Popcross streaming right now, Ark? I'm getting a notification. I jumped into a Popcross stream runs and instead of Canvas Flip, he said Kansas Flip. Oh, okay, I see. So he's not streaming now, but he used to. Yeah. I don't necessarily know, Ark. I don't think he's streamed in a while. It's had to have been like a good year or so since he last streamed. Live streams. Yeah, last one was the Venomized Spider Bat coloring. October 3rd, 2023. He has not streamed since. Alright, so next, let's take a look at the black. I'm not going to go full black. I'm going to go just a couple values up from that. Just to create just a little bit of visual distinction. Yeah, see, on the black line art, it doesn't have that border for some reason. So let's take this one. If it has that border. It's actually really hard to see if it has the border between the black and the white. There we go. That one was easy. No trouble at all. Just boom, 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 boom. Fill it in. The hardest part now is going to be getting that face correctly. Glad to hear that you're happy I'm streaming, Ark. I figured if I can make the time to... Wait a minute. That's not right. This color is white with green highlights, teal highlights. I don't know. This should all be white, and then the line art itself is the green. So kind of just straight down the middle. White. So I'll select the yellow, take the white, and then just do something like that. I might need to fix the eyes because they're a little uneven, but okay, then I'll do this. Go down here. Oh, right, wait, I can't. Yeah. I'm gonna take this eye. I'm just gonna scooch it over a bit. There we go. The eye was literally right on that line. This little teal line here. And if I'm not mistaken, that eye is teal as well. Sample image. So that eye is white. And then the other one is the same teal. And then just a darker teal for the eyebrow. Which I did not make as thick as the original, but I think it's fine. Alright. Now we go here, we take that teal back, and then we do these lines with it. That's like, it's so, I'll do a little bit deeper dive into this in a second when I get to it, but just the way they do the colors on the face is so interesting. Oh, there it is again. It's got that border. I actually think no, because it wouldn't be. That's not technically the hand. Thank you guys. Your comments are too nice. And then I have to kind of fill out this here. Yeah, but that, I think it's probably best if I make this line the green, even though it's technically not the hand, it's the body, but I really want to separate the white from that line from the white of the arm. So something like that, I think. think that's all correct in terms of line color. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Well, almost. Forgot down here. There's this. Okay. So there's this for both sides of the face. But now here's the thing. It's not, there's no lines for these inner spikes like I have here. So what I have to do is kind of just map them out via the negative space and go from there. It's a little, I think it's a little bit harder on the teal side is what I'm kind of seeing. I don't know. Nope. Okay, so let's try something different. Let's lower the opacity on the line art instead of making it go away for good. We'll draw in the shape, avoiding the face line. There we go. She's looking fabulous. Thank you, Frederick. I'm glad you like how it's turning out. No. So, I kind of want to trace over them just a little bit. Because we want to kind of use the negative space that you're given to fill out those sun rays. I don't know if I'm doing it perfectly, but I'm liking the result. Yeah, you can kind of tell it's not perfectly even, my sun spots, but I think it's good enough. And I think that's how this side ends up. That's how they did it, or that's how she did it for this part of it. And now we'll look at the other side face. Obviously the line art's a little low, but I think that looks good. Just filling all these empty spaces out here for some reason. I hear you. I hear you, fly. Two options for the background: starry night sky, or show stage with background color, brownish colors. Yeah. Kyle, what music do you use? It's really relaxing. Actually, This music was custom made. I had my friend make me a set of, or just like a minute long, not minute, 10 minute long stream mixtape of just relaxing music. I don't know if she has any links that I can share to. She has a heavy metal band, but that's very different from the vibes of the music you're hearing now. But I'll at least let her know you like it. But unfortunately, I don't know if I can if I have any links I can send you to for more music like this. I mean, if you want to support her, you can. That's not right. Hold up. Sorry, 1 second. No, give me the YouTube channel. Hold up. There we go. Alright, so it is not the same relaxing music you are hearing currently, but if you would like to support Tara, who made the music, you can find her there. Are you gonna shade the black body? That's a good question, Ark. I don't fully know how I'm gonna shade this one. I'm gonna be so real with you. Alright, so now. So it's the same thing on this side of the body. Same rough principle, except this time it's white. Why are you not filling in the lines anymore, paint bucket tool? What would be the background color? Not sure yet. Still kind of figuring that one out, Ark. Just kind of want to get through the actual design first before I start worrying about what's behind it. I'm thinking maybe so. It's not. I gotta fix that a little bit. 'Cause this one really does come down all the way to like here, something like that. They almost touch. The sun rays, these little triangle shapes, they almost touch with each other. Something a little more like that. And same thing with these ones. This one has to come down more. This one has to go up more. I have to try to look past all the scratches on my tablets more so I can actually see the artwork. Alright, I think for the head, that's pretty good. I do have to do this over here for some reason. So far, so good. I have my reservations about the proportions at this perspective, but overall, I think it's okay. When it's lighter colors over darker colors, film might not always do its complete job. Besides changing settings, you can select the area with the magic wand tool and expand the selection a bit. Okay. That makes sense, Knight. Thank you. Thank you for the tip. I am still learning here and there about Clip Studio. And then, once again, we got more of those triangles on the arms. Oh, nope. No, because we kind of hid them behind the arm, so there wouldn't be any spikes on this arm. But that feels like a lot of yellow. And I did kind of make it a little thicker, unfortunately. But yeah, so now flatting is done. And I don't know what to do next. Now I'm gonna try something. I don't know how this is gonna work, but bear with me. Select the yellow. We're going to go onto a new layer. We're just going to take an airbrush tool. And we're going to slightly paint in some white at the center to give it a sort of glow. And then we'll probably come up here, kind of roughly fill out the shape to make it appear as if it's glowing. Just to kind of give it shading, and just throw in give it some pizzazz. Because they do say it, or she says it says that she's like a radiant ball of energy, so I do want to get like glowing effects in there, and then maybe we'll kind of cast that light onto the body. Like that. I might have gone a little overboard with the white, but we'll see how it looks in the end. I could always tone it down if it's too much. Now this part's interesting. Because am I supposed to do the teal on the inside? Since the other is white? I don't know. Let's see how it looks. Alright, well first off, that's what the white looks like. I like it. Yeah, definitely needs some kind of background. liking this. And then we'll probably put like a glow layer or something on top. Yeah. Just had to double check I was doing this right. I don't know. We're kind of in a little bit of an experimental stage of this drawing right now. Just because with a character made up of light, I'm not fully sure how to shade it. But I will say that looks like a good enough, I would say that looks like a cool kind of vibe to it. But let's throw in, let's take our yellow, let's do a glow layer, and then just softly paint around the edges to really sell that effect. Painting on the inside lines too, because although it is white, it would still get hit by the light. I could stand to be a little bit more deliberate with my glow lines. Something like that. Make them a little thicker. Can I say something weird? I always want to VC with you guys, talk about art and kind of stuff. That'd be cool, Ark. It's just, the problem is always just trying to find the time to sit down and talk with people, because inviting people onto stream can always be messy. Especially as the audience grows more and more. You want to make sure, because if you do something like that, you got to make sure everyone who wants a turn gets a turn, but then you also have to be wary of go away! It's all silent, and then suddenly just out of nowhere. And I know you can hear me. Upstairs, the way out's upstairs, or whichever way you came in. This is a delicate process. I'm trying to very meticulously paint these glow lines. I can't have in my ear at random moments. So inconsiderate. This one's this side is a little bit weirder because the color of the glow is the line art, or is the same color as the line art, whereas with the yellow, the lines are white. This one, they're teal, which, I don't know, it's a really interesting effect. It's cool because you can now see how the color's changing based on that. quite as glowing than pesky flies. My voice. Oh no, Ark, your voice wouldn't ruin the stream. Don't worry about that. It's just, it gets complicated inviting like viewers and stuff onto a live platform. Alright, looking good. Let's try this now. Select all the black areas, and then we're just gonna start. I'm gonna try it with cell shading first, see how that works. And then if not, I'll airbrush it in. Has the possibility to look cool, but it really depends on how well I can execute it. This is a tricky one. This is a little bit of a tricky effect we're trying to pull off here. Not bad. Let's see how it looks with the full thing. Oh yeah, Ark, I definitely understand. I mean, while I might not always be around, the voice channels are always open in the KyngPin Discord. If you did want to chat with some of the other artists in the Discord, I'm sure people would love to join and chat, even if I personally can't make it. Don't know. It's all right. I think it's just some extra lines to kind of show it fading out would be our best bet. I don't know. It's hard when it's just solid lines. Oh, something like this maybe. Honestly, that's not bad. I don't mind that. I think I do. There's some areas where I just. No. I did it all on the wrong layer. Oh my gosh. All of it was done on the wrong layer. I did it on the flats layer. Fix that. It just stinks. The artist's biggest nightmares are drawing something on the wrong layer, then they're done that. I do it all the time, Chainsaw Hunter, because Clip Studio Paint has this option up here. It's called Select Color Gamut, and you can click it, click a color, and then it'll select all the colors of that instance on that layer. You can turn on change multiple layers, but I found it doesn't work as well when you do it like that. But because of that, and because of the way my process works, I have to click that on the flatting colors layer, then remember to move to the new layer in order to do the effects. And I always forget that step. Despite it happening 0.5 seconds after the first one, I always forget the step to move to the other layer. Every time I end up drawing on the wrong layer and I cry inside. Alright. Kind of really experimenting with shape language at the moment. Something like that, maybe. I don't know. It looks alright. Let me trim down some of the yellows a little bit. Just because while this is bright, I don't think it'd go that far. kind of the opposite of what I usually do with what I call the blackout shading, where I take certain parts and just shade them with almost black. It's kind of like that, but just the actual opposite. I'm just shading, instead of the shadows with black, I'm shading the highlights with color, which leads to some really interesting shape ideas. Apologies if I'm not saying anything of note. Trying really hard to concentrate here. Alright. Better. Kind of. Like that one, you can't even tell. I don't know. Let's see. Let's grab this color gambit. Select color gamut. Right, it's gonna. I can't do anything about it now. Unless, hold up. Let's try this. We'll copy you. We'll go here. Select color gamut, select that, delete that. So now all that's left is that, and if we can hide this, we can get a solid base of the colors, and we can just erase everything that's not the rim lights. And then we'll have our own layer specifically of the rim lights that we can move. We could have easily avoided this by just being patient and using the right layer, but we may have found a solution. How are we doing on time? 2 hours? Alright, not bad. Do you think art showcase will happen? Yeah, we'll probably get to art showcase arc. Probably a little earlier than well, let's see how far, if we are able to finish this within the next hour, since we had to take a detour by doing this because I used the wrong layer. We'll try that in a second. Stop erasing the actual parts I need. I heard that. There is this small border from where it didn't perfectly cut the blackout from the layer, but since we're putting it right back on that black layer, I don't think it matters. Okay. How about we do this? Lasso tool. There we go. Almost perfectly cut out. Now we take this, we bring it to the top here, we delete you. It's there. It's right over there. Flies right over there. Yeah, there we go. Oh, right. I forgot about this part. Now we have to go in and repaint over the colored in sections. Forgot about this part. So luckily this is all one color, so I can just do this easily. Careful and meticulous. Not like that. Yeah, OCs are really difficult. It's a talent to create something basically from nothing, like a character, story, whatever. Coming up with all that takes a lot of skill, and being able to convey that properly, or to accurately convey what you want to say, is another major talent. And in order to get better, you just gotta keep practicing. Right, I'm not erasing, I'm in color, so I can't go out of the lines. There we go. Shading back. Lines back. Glow back. There we go. Looks better. I might experiment with some blending modes on this one, like a overlay. Nope, overlay does nothing. Glow does nothing. Add nothing. Well, that's not right. That's not right. So since it's nearly black, the colors, the blending modes will not give me an accurate color of what I want. Okay, that's fine. So we'll do this, and we'll go with an airbrush. And we're just going to soften up the edges. I think is probably going to be our best bet. I don't know. We'll see how I like this. This just in, I don't like this. Maybe if we just lower the opacity, like an 80 maybe. It's not horrible. I just do, there's just some areas that can lose a little bit of line weight. Like all of this, there's no light source in that direction that justifies all of this. It's coming from the neck up here, so that would end about, it's just more of a rim light, and then the one here would go about there, and then all of this. Yeah, the problem is I got a little too greedy with the line weight. I just really wanted it to be seen, but that's not the way to do it. In fact, subtle is probably the better option here. Yeah, definitely subtle. This one's a little tough because the line is here. The line is the same color as this glowing little area, but I think that's good. Maybe we'll throw in, trim this a little bit. Actually, we could just, that's fine, just scoot, 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 go up a little bit. There we go. Alright, I will come to like this later on. But right now, I'm a little iffy about it, but it's got potential. What it... I see. That's why there was a gap there. Got it. Okay, cool. Alright, there we go. Looking good. Hey Ven, how's it going? We are attacking somebody named Sunblade, and this is their character, also named Sunblade. looking good. Now, background. Alright, good start. Now what? What if we did this? Hear me out. What if we did something like this? Actually, there's tools for that in here. Yeah. Something like this. Except one side is orange. I actually think that looks pretty cool, but you know what we could do instead? We can reference the colors they gave us in the color sheet. That looks cool. I like that. I might expand the sunbeam itself a little bit. Oh, wait a minute. Now we're talking. I like where this is going. It's crazy that it's 6 p.m. for you, a whole day difference. That's nuts. Clip Studio Paint did not like that I did that. There we go. Guess what? I'm going to do it again. Just move it down a few pegs. Nope, too many. Move it back up. No, go back. Go back the other way. Stop it. Stop it. Go back. I'm trying to even this out here. Oh, it's on the wall. It's right there. It's right there. And I don't know what to do about it. Chat, what do I do? Chat, I'll be right back. Be right there. Got him. We got him. Fly is dead. I'll be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, that is why they call me the King. Okay, now to be fair, that wasn't my first choice. If I could have let him out through the sliding door, I would have, but he was right there and he was asking for it. Now where were we? Okay, so I like this, using the colors. Using the colors provided in the reference image, I like this starburst effect. I'm gonna make Clip Studio hate me just a little bit, and I kind of want to expand it down, like stretch it downward just a little bit. A little more. Come on, just. Yeah, something like that. Like, obviously doing a full. Oh, Ebony Monarchy. Thank you for subscribing. Jeff Goldblum is dead. It's a crazy reference, Night of Arcane. I don't know if anyone gets that. Thank you for subscribing, and thank you for letting me know I have a Stream Elements notification that lets me know when people subscribe. This feels like a JoJo stand now. It kind of does. I can see it. I can see the design being inspired by JoJo and Araki's art. Do that thing on Art Fight where you draw a goated piece and then slap a bad thumbnail. That's not a bad idea. Ven, that's not a bad idea. I have seen people do it and I kind of want to do it. I feel a little bad doing it for someone else's art, but I do like the expectation of just being like, psych, I gotcha. I'm actually good at what I do. Kind of. Alright. Now let's just really over saturate this entire thing. Yeah, I don't know about this. Kind of like it, but we'll see how it looks overall. Actually, I want to put this whoops, put just behind that way. And then yellow. I don't know about this. I might just go with stars or something. Because this feels like a little much. And it's kind of uneven. But you know what, let's just see. Let's take our airbrush. Just kind of fade it out. The edges. Maybe this is actually not as bad as I thought. Because if we really rein it in, then this could just be a cool, subtle effect. It doesn't need to reach to the end of the canvas. Yeah. kind of like a small like halo burst effect. I like it. Okay, that works. That looks good. Just gotta balance it. And then we could put in some stars. Yeah, no, that's cool. That's cool. I like that. Let's grab a new layer. I believe there's a star brush. Effect. Here we go. Sparkle glitter. Soft circle. Hello. Oh, ooh. Hello. Like a bokeh effect. Unfortunately, that's as big as it gets, but I just want to try something here. We're really just experimenting with backgrounds and stuff. Because if I do this, do like a bokeh effect, and then filter, blur. I don't know, let's go 20. I should not have hit enter. $80. And now we wait. I don't know. I'm actually not feeling that. Bloodstain, definitely not. Feather, petal, rose, cherry. I guess sparkle is the only one that's star related. I don't like how close together they are. And then like this. What if we just... I think the solid color's better. The back and forth between the blue and yellow is getting a little much. And then I'll do this and take some of the ones that are further away. I'll grab this. Let's lower the opacity to like 60, and then for some of them just paint out how shiny they are, just to kind of give a little bit of distance within the sky. Of course, a lot of them overlap, so it's a little hard to do that, but we'll make do. Go. Now my only thing is it's looking a little empty down here. That, and then I'll put another one down here. Yep. Now we're talking. I will do a little white, set this to overlay, and we'll just faintly paint in some color down here. Just to give it a little something on the bottom. Yes. Okay, we're looking cool now, baby. if I put this? Did I not copy that? I thought I put... Yes. Oh, that's a cool effect. I really like that. I don't know. It's just kind of abstract and kind of... It's like finding cool experimental types of backgrounds to do, just playing around with stuff. The spray I mentioned could work there. Sorry. There's also one of the sprays in the airbrush that makes lots of tiny dots. Oh, really? Is it spray? I wouldn't know. That's a bad... I don't know what... Oh, well that's because I wasn't... Okay, let's try that again. Let's go down to our star layer. We'll actually copy and paste it. Make it all visible. Oh, well, that's a little much. There we go. That's the one. Thank you, Knight, for that comment. That really gives the piece a little bit more. Well, at a certain distance it does. If I zoom out a little bit, they all disappear. Whoops. Oh, there we go. I like this. I'm comfortable in calling this a finished piece. Although, I don't know, I kind of like that. So like this arm here, since the line is black, it kind of blends in. I was thinking about maybe making it white, but I don't know, I kind of like that it blends a little bit into the background. I think we're done. I think we can call this a finished piece. But now, as Ven suggested, let's throw a little bit of a gotcha. Duplicate the layer and add a faint glow to the character? Maybe. It's probably just spray, but I need to change brush size. Actually, it was the droplet one that I wound up using, Night. I think that one worked a lot better. All right, 200 by 300. Sun blade. All right, here we go. Real G pen. Zero stabilization. This feels so mean to do. I don't know. I just... But it's not like I'm not doing my best for this character. It's just a little major look. I'm not like making the I'm not like doing anything offensive to the character either. I'm literally just making them think my art skill is far less than what it actually is. Although knowing me, this silly thumbnail might actually take another hour. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. Oh, right, because this is predominantly white. No, wait, I messed up. I did something wrong here. Whoops. Okay, hold up. Okay, white and yellow. So now I did the line art. And so what I have to do is actually this. Oh, I did a wrong here. Okay, this might actually take another hour to do. I was joking. Okay, there we go. Gosh, this is so mean. I don't feel good about doing this at all. Alright, and now the yellow. Don't worry, King. I've heard someone say that it's like opening a GIF when receiving an attack with a bad thumbnail. Alright, if you say so. I'm holding you to that, Ven. I just hope I'm doing this character. I'm not doing anything mean to this character by... Actually, this might actually work out to be a good study. You know what I mean? Like studying the basics of the character, of what I can, like what I can and can't leave out. I am using the wrong shade of teal, I do notice that, but it's alright. God, this is terrible. So bad. Alright. Now what we're gonna do is we're going to select the color gamut. We're going to actually use the correct color of green. There we go. Some droplets. Nope. Nope. I'm gonna make it small. All right, we'll reevaluate if we end up using that. Yay, bad thumbnail. Art showcase time. Yes, about time for the art showcase. Yeah, I think we can say this is good. We're gonna add a little bit of KyngPin trademark here, courtesy of Popcross. Just add a little bit of layer of noise to it. Wait for Clip Studio to respond. King, I thought you were gonna make a bad thumbnail. Don't do that. Don't even pretend that that was good. Did you? Okay, yeah. No, there's just a little bit of texture throughout the whole thing. It's a little hard to see, but you can kind of see down here. We got some texture throughout the whole thing. And then one more. Blank layer. White. 20% stabilization. Watermark. Okay, let's back up and try that again. I don't know if it makes sense to overlay it on the white line art, but there we go. We are done. Less than 3 hours, and we did it. We did a good job. And then we have this. Honestly, though, this looked like kind of like a grungy effect. This would be really cool for like a punk grunge aesthetic. It's not as bad as I thought. It's just, it's very different compared to what the actual piece is gonna look like. Alright, but in the meantime, let's find out wherever my Discord server is. There we go. Works in progress. Art showcase for stream. Where did we leave off? Alright, there we go. Open. Wait. Open link. There we go. Could probably close out of some of these. There we go. Don't want to close out of the stream. That's a bad idea. I just read some of the conversation in the Art Showcase Discord. And then pulling up Ben's on Instagram. I open Instagram and find out that Black Veil Brides is coming out with a new song on the 17th, so in 2 days actually. That's awesome. It's a lovely surprise. Alright, here we go. First up, we've got Ark. They did not say anything, but they drew this adorable little creature. With it, what looks like, it looks very, no, it's definitely candy based. I see that because I see the candy apple, I see the marshmallow, the little candy jelly beans here. I want to say reindeer? I think like a baby candy reindeer. Whatever it is, it's super adorable. Ark, was this a prompt from someone else's stream? Because this turns out really nice. I really like it. That candy apple looks delicious. Diabetes deer, oh no. Nah, but this looks awesome. I love this so much. And the way, like, the apple, I don't know if you can see it, but the way the apple is reflecting the sky is really cool. I want to pet it. Yeah, me too. His name is Bubblegum. Aww. That's cute. Is it weird that I want to eat this thing? Maybe a little bit, Ben. Just a little bit, but no, but with all the candy and the ice cream in the background, I can understand. It's making me very hungry. But amazing job, Ark. Next up, we've got Golden Cookie Butter. This is from Hedon, from the Discord. Golden Cookie Butter and her dragon form. It's been right here. I really love how she turned out. The melted butter on her body and the roar effect were my favorite things from this piece. P.S. I would have gotten lavender amethyst cookie today. Oh well, you'll see her next stream. Can't wait for that one. Which name should I go for next? List from before. I'll take a look at that in a second, but right now, here's the base design. Golden Cookie Butter, and then this is the dragon form of the character, which is really cool. And you're absolutely right, the melted butter and the roar effect look amazing. It gives me the way Popcross does it with how he does his like roar effects. I'm getting that similar style to it, but it looks really good. And I like how like the sense of scale, like it's all, there's different focal points of it. Like the head's a little blurry, but the body is so clear, which really gives you that size perspective of the character, that like the body is closer to us, so we see it clearer than the head. Just overall, really, really good design. And I will take a look at that list in just a second. But next up, we've got Chainsaw Hunter. A rare finished drawing. These two are Leviathan and Anahita from Terraria's Calamity mod. M-O-D mod. Very nicely done. The coloring, the subtle shading. Okay, first off, the subtle shading around where the glowing eyes are. And zooming in, I just realized the texturing, the scales on this creature is so subtle, yet now that I see it, I can't unsee it. It adds so much to the piece. And it's not visible at a first glance. You have to really, like down here too. That's crazy. That's really well done. It's so subtle, yet adds so much. Very, very well done. I love this so much. Nice work. As it turns out, if you don't spend 1,000,000 hours on just the sketch and line art, you can actually finish drawings. Who would have thought? Not me, apparently. That's where I spend most of my time, especially in the sketching and thumbnailing phase. Those are my kryptonite. Because once I get into the colors and stuff, I could experiment with some pretty cool stuff, but it takes forever. But no, this is really good. Amazing work. I'm glad you like it. I'm quite proud of it. You should be proud of it. This is awesome. Especially between the colors of the characters, kind of contrast nicely too. And next up, we have Ven, who shows... Yeah, okay. So this is their Attack on Nerd Comics Inc. character for Art Fight, which is awesome. And then, as they suggested that I do and make a kind of joke thumbnail, this is what the image looks like before you click on it. So, which is absolutely ridiculous. I want to see if I can find this in Wild. Where's Ven? Where's Ven? There we go. Ven. Oh, this is awesome, Ven. That's so funny. Oh my gosh, you're absolutely right. It is like a gift opening it up. But yeah, seeing characters in your style, Ven, is brilliant. And once again, the cross-hatching you do is so good. Nice work. Nice work. You should be proud of this. This is awesome. And then last up, coming from Instagram itself, or Meta, or whatever it's called now, we got boom, Benjamin Neal. This particular character that I'm showing here out of the carousel is Nuke/Riley Adams. He was a small-time crook who was enhanced with the powers of Daytide and a dwarf star, making him have radioactive energy replacing his flesh. Take 3. Making him have radioactive energy replacing his flesh and his skeletal structure showing, while also giving him enhanced solar abilities. This is awesome. It reminds me of, what's his name? Dr. Phosphorus, I believe, from Creature Commandos. And I just love the green fire turning the skeleton black because of the lighting. The trench coat with the popped collar, just all of it looks good. Again, Ben, your color theory in all your character designs are awesome. Amazing work. And as far as I can see, that takes care of the artist showcase. Some of these GIFs are insane that you all are posting in the chat. But yeah, that does it. This will be up on Artfight shortly, right after I end the stream. I'll upload it with the questionable thumbnail. But yeah, thank you all for joining. I have 5 minutes to kill before Boss Level uploads their video for today. So we're just gonna hang out, just gonna talk a little bit. Is there any Steam games that we could play real quick? Not really. By the time we boot up any of them, it'll probably be 5 minutes in to the stream, meaning I'll have to let you all go and check out Boss Level. Oh gosh, I always forgot how hard it is to kill time. And my featured characters on Artfight. My featured characters on Artfight doesn't show. Oh really? That's weird, Ven. Is it? Wait, what are you? Are these ones down here or these guys up at top? Because both are really cool. Yeah, go ahead, Ark. Say whatever you'd like. I actually want to see. Okay, audience. This is Ven's. Jeez, didn't mean to go that far. This is the thumbnail. Take a good look at it. This is the art. Ben, you are a trickster. And I love it. After you upload the file again. Oh, interesting. Oh, yes. The cookie names. Forgot about that, Frederick. Let me take a quick look at that and we can kill that. Some time with that. Art showcase. River Elf Cookie. The options are River Elf Cookie, a Nemo Quark Cookie, or Sweet Sunshine Cookie. My vote is for the top one, River Elf Cookie, Frederick. I think that one would be really cool. Chaotic neutral Ven. I was going to attack Ven, but I couldn't think of anything. That's all right, Ven. You don't have to attack everyone you see, but if you do come up with an idea, I think that'd be pretty cool to see. Bubblegum's power is to summon infinite candy, and they can be any size they want to. That's adorable. Probably a little too much for me. I'm not a huge candy fan. I like it in moderation, although I do have a horrible sweet tooth. But unlimited candy sounds awesome. I will continue the bad thumbnail saga. I can't wait to see it, Ven. I really hope Sunblade appreciates the bad thumbnail. I hope Sunblade appreciates the thing as a whole, because I don't know. I tried out some new things. The edge lighting still hasn't grown on me yet, but over everything else, just I really like. 2 hours, 45 minutes. The background I really love. I think that's a really cool effect. Thank you, Clip Studio Paint, for having those tools on standby. Just overall, I don't know. I'm gushing a little bit, but nope, that's the wrong one. I don't know, it's kind of weird. There you go. Wow, you have to really zoom in order to see that noise texture. Fascinating. But yeah, save it. And we're good. Ironically enough, River Elf and Lavender are related. Oh, awesome. They can even kill somebody with candy by making a candy avalanche. That's fun. That's a fun idea, Arc. I really like that. But that'll about wrap us up for this stream. In 3, 2, 1. Thank you all so much for joining the stream, especially since they are notoriously last minute. Just with my schedule, I got to make sure I have the time to dedicate, and I'm glad I did. This has been a lot of fun. I'm gonna try to come back tomorrow because I do want to get a little more art fight done. I don't know if we'll do an attack or revenge, but either way, thank you all for joining. Hope you all have a great day, evening, night, whatever time it is for you. And I will leave you with the link to Boss Level's latest episode. How do I get that? Did it not go through yet? Okay, well, just real quick. Just gotta run out the clock. For some reason, 12 o'clock upload time means the video goes up at 12:01. See you next stream, Chainsaw Hunter. Thank you for joining. Take care, Arc. Come on, upload. Boss level, upload. Please. All right, it's not going. It's not working. All right, well, thank you all for joining anyway. There we go. Hold up. Don't leave yet. Wait, if anybody's interested, Boss Level just uploaded a new video. That's the gaming channel I run. We played more Date Everything. Okay, now everybody have a nice day. Take care, everyone. Thank you for joining.